have a tremendous amount of respect for what they do and what they've done. You know, we respect every opponent, and them being the world champs, defending world champs, that, I mean, what they've been able to accomplish is just incredible. You know, we have to focus on ourselves, and we have to focus on our process and our vision for what we're trying to become as an organization and as a team. And that's just to continue to grow, continue to get better every week.
You were a great athlete.
You might as well just stop right there.
Jeez. Can you imagine him playing at 40 the way he's playing right now?
It's incredible. You know, it's incredible what he's been able to do throughout his career. You know, and I know, you know, not only what he does on the field, what he does off the field. I'm sure in terms of what I've heard with his preparation, their entire team. You know, that's. You know, there's a difference between winning and doing the things that lead you to winning, and you know, it's clear that the habits that they you know, do on a daily basis, weekly basis, set themselves up for success. Yeah, I mean, you know, you go through, like you've heard me say before, Josh, you go through things that challenge you in a duration of a season, whether it's offense, defense, special teams, or as a team, and you know, they went through a little. You know, deal early in the year where they were, you know, had some things defensively, and it appears they've gotten them corrected, and that's what coaching, that's what you're there for, to adjust and make your team better. So for us, you know, no different. You know, we have to continue to grow, continue to focus on the fundamentals, the techniques, continue to focus on our day-to-day growth and how we're learning and becoming a better, stronger football team, which, and I'll say, you know, one of them is our young players have played a lot, and that's a good thing. And when you look at the snap counts and the percentage of the time that our young guys have played, that again is a good thing for our future in terms of where we're going, how we're building in our vision. Well, therein lies the problem, the challenge. You know, it's, you see some people pressure and they put up 35. You see some people stay back and they put up 35 or 40 or 50. You know, I don't think there's a exact formula out there and that's why they've gotten to where they've gotten to over the years. You know, it's obviously the matchups are important, and you know, you do the best you can. I don't know if anybody's ever stopped him. I don't know if anybody's ever stopped their offense. You know, it's you know, they've got weapons, they've got matchup weapons all over the board, and so they're a talented group.
One week, probably not benefits, probably not.
Yeah, when you find the benefit, let me know. I don't know, Josh. I mean, and I'm not being disrespectful. I mean, these are talented football players, you know. You know, I know Gronk's a local guy here, so talented, matchup concerns, opens up the running game, you know, all that. Right. You know, a fair question. I mean, there's a lot of teams that have been in that situation against these, you know, the Patriots, and so, you know, we just got to focus on, again, what we do, the mental toughness part of every game. There's moments in every game where the game hangs in the balance, and or things don't go your way, and that's part of also establishing our, like I said earlier, our mental toughness as a football team, as a building, and that's one of the parts that, you know, I think you have to do is, hey, there's going to be moments in a game, there's going to be moments in a season where things ebb and flow, and how you handle those moments sometimes determines how far you go, and how high you fly at the end of the day. So, you know, again, you come back to the team, you know, focus and making sure we hang together as a team. And I think to this point we've done a good job of it. I don't know, Joe. I'm not going to go there. It's still up in the air at this point. You know, I do think he's getting better, but you know, I'm just. It's really more so kind of status quo at the present time until we know more. Today we look at everything every week. I'm confident in Tyrod. The question you asked me the other day, you know, talked about in the context of playoffs, yeah, and that's why I answered it the way I did. You know, I'm confident in Tyrod Taylor, and we all have to play better. We all have to coach better every week, and that, you know, if we play like we did last week, if I coach like I did last week, you know, we won't be good enough to win this week. So that's the growth mindset too, Jerry, is where we're trying to go, and that's all of us improving on a daily basis, weekly basis, as we build, as we develop our foundation. And that's really the growth mindset that we embrace. That's one of the great parts, excuse me, about our team is you've seen that. You've seen young players go through some of it. You guys were asking me about, Zay, as you mentioned earlier in the year. Well, you know, he persevered. He showed that he's got grit and mental toughness, and he worked himself through it, and we kept coming back to him, you know, in terms of that. So I'm really proud of the way he's persevered, the way Coach McGagan and he have developed a nice relationship, and they've worked through it together, as well as Rick Dennison. So, you know, I think that really speaks volumes about some of the men in our locker room.